Have you ever had a professor in college tell you there is no God? And he gave you all the reasons, or she gave you all the reasons why there was no God. And maybe you found yourself feeling like there is a God, but you had no way of answering. Let me show you this in Romans chapter 1, verse 22. And professing, just like a professor, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Well, how did they become fools? They changed the glory of the incorruptible God into an image. Well, what kind of image did they make God out to be? Made like corruptible men and birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. And because these professors, I'm not just talking about professors at college, but anyone that professing themselves to be wise, they become fools. Anyone that is trying to tell you there is no God and for all the many reasons why, your soul, I will say this, your soul is not to be gambled with. It is the only thing you own. Regardless of how much money you have in the bank or how many possessions you have, when it's all over, we all have the exact same thing, and that is our soul. I would not suggest you gamble with that. Find out for yourself. In verse 24, it says, therefore, or wherefore, God also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts. It's a bad place to be when God gives you up to a place in your heart to say, you know what, if this is what you want, not even God will stand in your way. That's the thing. He gave us free will. He gave us the right to choose. He gave us everything that we will need, and it's all found inside the scriptures. It wouldn't be fair, after all, if God told us to come find him and not give us a roadmap. This is the roadmap that draws a place from where you're standing to where he's standing. And just like it says in Proverbs, where the tree falls, you are the tree, by the way, when you take your last breath, where the tree falls, that's where it will lie. That's the way it is for all of us. Continuing on with verse 24, hand them over to their own lusts of their heart, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God in for a lie, and they worshiped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. It's talking about bodily worship and worship of various things. And it says, for this cause God gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did exchange the natural use for that which is against nature. We already covered this, but the main part I wanted to talk about was people are professing themselves to be wise. Be careful with that. Your soul is worth it.